Well, welcome to Visiting with Mia today. I'm here with Sharonne Navas. I'm so excited to have a conversation around digital equity, where she's been, what she's been doing, and how we can continue to work in partnership.
We have dove right into digital equity. We did some investigation around how many kids did not have internet access. We realized it was about 295,000 students that didn't have internet access or laptops. We worked with the AARP Washington. We found out that there was about 60,000 families that had elders or seniors living close to them or in their homes as extended families. It sort of was an explosion of a new inequity that we didn't really think about before the pandemic. Since then, there's been a distribution of about 64,000 laptops. A lot of it has come from your work. We launched Tech Connect, which is a multilingual, multicultural help desk support line for folks that just need the basic supports. We now have a cohort of folks who are learning how to do digital navigation, but they're also becoming broadband technicians. And your right to repair bill has been an epitome of this conversation. They watched the first hearing on it and wanted to know more about it. And these are folks that, are the hardest hit by a crisis. They are formerly incarcerated. They're formerly going through housing instability, and now they have a living wage job. Now they have apartments. One of our cohort members is sending their daughter to college. It's been exciting, and it's been great to understand a divide that we didn't know we had.
Well, thank you again for your commitment to this work and having so many connections in the community. This is really workforce development, from groundbreaking workforce development. And yeah, and this is an example of those one-time dollars coming from the federal government that we were able to use, and you're able to put a story to it. I think that's really great. And, this year we have House Bill 1793, which is a device tax. So if you purchase a device of $250 or more, there'll be a $2 fee, and that will go into an account then to be able to continue to fund these really great programs. Yeah. Do you have any suggestions for those around why having a dedicated account would be good, and what would you do if you knew that you had funding past this the next biennium?
A dedicated fund like this would allow community-based organizations, other folks to be able to create a holistic approach to closing this divide. We can close this divide.
Well, I think you're right. Having some sort of dedicated revenue stream will really help make sure that businesses like yours can keep afloat. And our one-to-one initiative for our kiddos, we know that those laptops are starting to get broken and they're going to need to change them out.
Yes.
So we can't just give them one and done. We got to keep going. And so I'm really excited to work with you to keep the commitment.
We're still doing house visits, right, with some of our students whose school districts said that they were a one-to-one before the pandemic, and then we realized that what they meant was every student has access to a laptop in the school building, but we still have students that have their laptops connected, like put together with tape, right? We still have students that have cracked screens. That's why the one-to-one initiative coupled with 1793 and your right to repair is so incredibly important, because if a family needs to get a new laptop, they can do so, pay a small fee for our kind of work, but then also they can take it to a small shop. That's local money staying local, and it's also supporting local businesses and small businesses. As a society, especially in this country, we've always been innovative and we've always been able to repair our own technologies, and it's something that we should continue. I don't think that we should consider technology, especially personal devices, throwaways. Environmentally, it's not a good thing for us. We're supposed to be leaders in environmental justice, and I think being able to support the local community with the right to repair, but then also enabling communities to have laptops, especially students who share that laptop with their families and their elders and their cousins, is really important for becoming a 21st to a 22nd century state.
Yeah, I remember talking to a woman in Kent recently, and she was saying that having the internet and having a device is like having a vehicle. It's that important. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do, and I'm really happy that we're both sharing this digital equity stool today.
Yes, absolutely. I want to share one story with you. I was in George, Washington. We were putting up a broadband cell tower. This is an apartment complex, 51 units, all 3 to 4 family members in each unit, all of them low income. We put up the broadband, and it was like the first time seeing water running from a faucet. We had people crying. We had one grandmother who immediately asked her grandson to FaceTime his mom,
Aww.
who he hadn't seen since the pandemic. And we realized that while we intellectualize the conversation around the internet, what this is a lifeline. And that's a lot of because of the work that you're doing. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of your bills come through this legislative session.
Well, thank you so much for bringing life to everything.
Oh, of course.
It's been wonderful to talk to you today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Let's keep going. Let's get this job done.
Let's keep doing this.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sharonne.
Absolutely.